Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood makerspace librarian, Carrie from the Rapid City Public Library, back with another science short. And today we are going to be looking again at chemical reactions, specifically the chemical reaction between baking soda and vinegar, a base, and an acid. And we are going to use the chemical reaction that it creates to inflate a balloon. Let's take a look. So the things we are going to use today is we've got some balloons, we've got some baking soda, I've got some vinegar. We're going to use a funnel because that's going to help us put the baking soda in the balloon and the vinegar into our jars. And the first thing we're going to do is just blow up the balloon a little bit to stretch it out. Let the air out. That way we know that it can expand and the baking soda has somewhere to go. Then I'm going to put the bottom part of that balloon onto my funnel. Take some of this baking soda and we're going to fill the balloon up until it's a little bit of the way full. And it should go right in there pretty nicely. We're about that much, maybe one more scoop. Okay, now set those aside. Take my balloon off of here and very carefully, so none of that baking soda gets out, set it over there. Here, and I'm gonna fill the bottom of it with some vinegar. Now before we get started, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going to happen. How many of you guys have made a volcano with baking soda and vinegar before? There's definitely a chemical reaction that happens, right? Mixes up together, there's all this bubbling, and then white froth comes over the edge of the volcano. The interesting thing about this particular chemical reaction is that it's actually two different chemical reactions. The first reaction we're going to see is called an acid-base reaction. So when the vinegar, an acid, reacts with the baking soda, a base, it's two different things coming together to create something else that's completely new. And the things that it creates, one of them is called sodium acetate, which is a kind of salt. And then the other thing that it creates is carbonic acid, which leads us to the second chemical reaction we're going to see. Because after that carbonic acid is created, it's immediately going to start to decompose. And it decomposes into water and carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is the gas that's going to try to expand, because that's what gases do. But there's not enough room in here, and so it's going to try to expand up. And the only place we have left for it to go is into our balloon. Okay, here we go. Pretty cool. You can see that chemical reaction is still taking part a little bit down there. And there you go. Balloon inflation by chemical reaction. Thanks for following along, and I hope we'll see you back next week for another Science Short.